Okay, so this is a mixed level class, alrighty, so the usual little disclaimer, make sure you're happy with the level you're working to. If you feel any pains or anything injury wise, just obviously modify the exercise as best you see fit. I'll give you some variations of the different exercises we do for the various levels, okay? And that's it, so take it at your own pace and steady as she goes. All right, so we'll stand in the center of our mat, standing up nice and tall. I've got my 2 feet together. I'm gonna open them out into a V and then just tuck my heels behind my toes. And I'm just gonna bounce up and down. So I'm just getting the legs to warm up a little bit. If you've been sitting all day at your desks, didn't get a chance to go out for a little walk. Good stuff. So then from here, I'm just gonna have a slight bend in my knees, a little bit of activation through my core, and I'm just gonna come up onto my tippy toes and back down. And as I do that, I breathe out to engage and down, okay? Lovely stuff. And you really wanna feel the balls of those toes working into the mat. How high can you get up onto your toes? How high can you get those heels? Really open up the feet. We tend to ignore our poor little feet a lot. And they need just as much TLC. All right, lovely. So after that, I'm gonna leave my left heel in the air and I'm gonna start to walk, okay? So as I'm walking, I'm concentrating on keeping the pelvis nice and still. So I don't wanna be leaning from side to side, wobbling. I wanna stay as still as I can as the legs are doing the work. And again, light little switch on my core as I'm just walking through this. And then I'm gonna pause again, keeping my left heel up, and I'm gonna come up off my left foot, up off my right foot. So now I will kind of bob up and down like I'm climbing a ladder. I push up through the foot that has the heel raised. I'm really getting that lower limb, that lower leg, the calf muscles and the ankle to lift the whole body. Good stuff. So we'll do 3, 2, 1. Excellent. You can shake those legs out. So then we're going to do our squats. So any knee issues or hip issues, just go within whatever range is easy for you. So I've got my feet about hip distance apart. I'm going to squat down and come back up again. So I swing the arms forward. I sit back into my hips a little bit. Head up, chest up. And aim to do 8 or 10 reps of that. Nice and steady, nice and controlled. And working through your feet, so when you're coming back up out of your squat, you want to be pressing down through your feet. Give me 2 more. And 1 more, let's stay down here. Stay down here, let's bounce. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they're sore. Just finished a HIIT class. Did about 100 squats already, so don't like them. So I'm going into my plie squats now. So I've widened my feet and I'm going to drop down and come back up. So I've got my feet at a 45-degree angle, pushing those knees out. Good stuff. Drop down, press out. Excellent. And again, you want to be sitting down into those hips. Get down nice and low if you can. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. And on the next one, stay down, bounce, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, and 1, up you come. Oh. Don't know why I'm doing them. All right, good stuff. So we're gonna go into a nice little variation of all of that. So see what you can do. Hands on my hips or hands to the front. I'm gonna come up onto my toes, get my balance, and I'm gonna squat. Drop my heels and stand. So it's tippy toes, squat, heels, stand. Tippy toes, squat, heels, stand. Tippy toes, squat, heels, stand. And 1 more, if I'm right with me counting. Sure, it doesn't matter. Done. Lovely. Now let's reverse that. Squat, tippy toes, stand, heels. Squat, tippy toes, stand, heel. Squat, tippy toes, stand, heel. One more, squat, tippy toes. Stay there, stay low, get down, bounce, bounce. 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm on my tippy toes now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Oh, how are those legs now? Brilliant. Okay, I think that's the legs nicely toasted. So I'm going to do some balance now. So I'm going to stand on my right leg, sorry. I'm keeping my right foot nice and relaxed. Up tall, I've got a slight bend in my right knee. And when I'm ready, take up my left leg. And compose yourself now. And then I'm going to tap my left foot to the floor 3 times to the front. Once, twice, 3 times. And then I'm tapping it out to the side. Once, twice, 3 times. And then I'm tapping it behind me. Once, twice. Whoop, nearly lost it. 3 times. And hold, hold, hold. Just put your left hand on your left knee and open out that leg. Bring it back in. 2 more. Open it out. Hopefully you haven't fallen over. And 1 more. Out and down. Good. Excellent. All right, we changed legs. So which was your better leg, favorite leg? Okay, so same idea. Soften that foot. I'm on my left foot now. Slight knee bend. Up nice and tall. Light little engagement through your core. And take up that right knee. So if you're really struggling with your balance, try and relax the foot. Override your urge to tense your foot and let the foot spread. Tap to the front for 3. Once, twice, 3. Side for 3. Once. And bring that knee back up each time. 3. Arm behind you for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it, hold it. Bring that knee out. Back in. Whoops. Bring it out. Wait. Last one. I nearly lost it there myself. And down. Whew. Excellent stuff. We shake that out. Good job. Okay, so I want you to come to the end of your mat. We'll do our little walkouts. Okay. So we're going to add in a little T rotation twist. You can do it on your knees if you need to. So I'll show it to you. We hinge forward, we walk out along our mat, we get into a straight line plank position, and we rotate up, come back down, rotate out, and then you can walk it back in, and we'll do 5 of those. Let's go. Walk out. So when you're in this position, you can drop your knees if you want, and rotate from side to side. And then walk back in again. So you can do it on your toes or on your knees. Walk it out. Rotate round. Rotate round. And back in. And we'll do 2 more. Walk it out. Good solid connection with your hands into the mat, guys, right? Slight elbow bends. Walk back in. Last one. Of these anyway. Out you go. Rotate. Rotate. And walk it back in. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay. So we're going to do another little walkout drill. So I'm going to squat first. Okay. And then I'm going to walk out. I'm going to pause and hold. I'm going to drop to my knees. Push up once. Walk back in and stay low on my hunkers. 5 of them. Walk out. Now you don't have to drop to your knees if you don't want to for the push up. I just threw that in. You can stay on your toes if you're happy to. Stay low all the time now, no straightening if you can. When you're coming back in and out, stay low in your hunkers. I'm going to do 2 more because I have no idea how many I've done. And this should be 5. The last one. So when you've done this one, just drop to your knees and stay on your mat. Good stuff. So hopefully that's us warmed. So from here, I'm going on all fours. And I'm going to do my little Supermans. So I draw my belly button in, nice flat back. Hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips, and I'm going to lengthen left arm out, right leg back. Pause and hold. Bring it in and change. So, as you know, the key to this exercise is a lovely, smooth transition. So we're trying not to fall or wobble or lose our balance as we're switching from one side to the next. So good connection through the hand that stays on the mat. Draw that belly button in as you lengthen the arm and leg. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent stuff. Then from here, I'm going to take my left hand and drop it in underneath my right arm to thread the needle. And then bring that hand up to the ceiling as I rotate round and back in again. So we'll do 3 of these on my left side. Loosen out that upper back. We've all been homeschooling or whatever stuff we've been at. Try and release out some stress. Now then from the right hand, take that in under my left arm and come back up to the ceiling. And 2 more on this one. Back up to the ceiling. And the last one, getting right in under. And back up to the ceiling. Good stuff. And then you can just sit back and shake out those wrists if you need to. Okay, so I'm sitting on my heels. And I'm just going to walk myself forward into child pose. So I just sit back on my heels, got my knees open, and I'm just stretching out through those shoulders. I'm going to breathe in and out through my nose. And as I'm breathing in and out through my nose, I'm thinking about breathing down into my lower back. And as I said, I got my knees open, so I'm really sinking into my hips, and I can feel my stomach drop in and out between my legs as I'm breathing in and out through my nose, getting that diaphragm to pump away. Really nice position if you have a tight back, and obviously tight shoulders to stretch out. Excellent. Then come up out of that child pose. Let's come forward, drop the hips through. So I'm looking straight in front of me, a little bit of a swan dive or back extension. My shoulders are tucked back and down. Then I'm going to sit back into that child pose position. I'm going to repeat that 3 times. Nice and slow and controlled. Taking my weight through my arms, try and relax my back. Looking straight ahead. And again, 1 more. Sitting back into that. And then we rock forward again. Drop the hips, look through. Excellent stuff. Lovely. So then we're going to spin around and sit back onto our backs. So I've got my feet flat on my mat, arms down by my side, and we're just going to do some nice little pelvic tilts. I'm just rolling the pelvis back, lifting the tail off the floor about 1 inch, and then rocking it back through again. So they're called pelvic tilts. And then we do our little roll up into our bridge. So I peel my spine back up off the floor, and I'm pushing through my feet to do this. Take a breath at the top and roll back down, really thinking about the spine coming up and down off the floor, 1 vertebrae at a time. So if you do it nice and slow and see, can you pick up the next vertebrae 1 at a time? A few little visualization tricks. Imagine it's like some pearl necklace, and each pearl is being lifted off the floor 1 at a time. Ding, 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 ding. Or fake plastic pearls, whatever you have, doesn't matter. And back down. Lovely. So we'll do 1 more, and then we're going to stay up on this one, everyone, all right? So up we come. I've got my feet firmly planted on the floor. And what I want you to do here is just bring the arms up and over your head. Stretch them over the head if you can, and watch your shoulders if you have any shoulder issue. And then I'm going to roll back down out of my bridge. So I'm still trying to keep my arms over my head, hands flat on the floor, and then I'm going to roll back up out of my bridge. So you're really going to feel the upper back open up when you're doing your bridge. If this is causing any discomfort, keep your hands down by your side. Some of you may find it is very tight in that upper back. This is a lovely way to kind of mobilize the shoulders, that upper back. One more. Lovely. Then I'm going to leave my hips on the floor, bring my hands back around by my side. Okay, so again, it's a nice one to do if we've all been at our desks or whatever else. Okay, so I'm going back up into my bridge. Keeping my hips nicely planted, keep them still in space. So I'm going to bring my hands up to the ceiling to make it a bit trickier. And I'm going to extend my left leg out in front, and I'm going to draw that left leg up to the ceiling and then pull down through the ankle to the heel to the floor. Come back up pointing to the toes to the ceiling. Draw down, heel to the floor. As I'm doing this, I'm staying really still through my right side. Working up and down. Do one more on that left leg. You don't have to have your hands in the air. That's just to take it to the next level in terms of balance. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to extend my right leg now. Toes up to the ceiling. Heel drawn down to the floor as I'm flexing through my ankle. Again, I want about 5 of these. Slow and controlled. Good connection through your left leg. Excellent stuff. Let's roll down out of that. Grab those knees, pull them into your chest for a wee stretch when you're finished. Give you a chance to catch up if I'm moving too quick. All right, happy days. So we're going to do a few more bridgey things because I love bridges. So from here, I'm going back up into my bridge. I'm going to stay nice and strong. I'm going to lift up my heels and lower them. That's it. Heels up and down. Again, if you want to use your hands in the air, be my guest. So give me about 10 little heel lifts. You should feel the calves and the hamstrings kick in even more now when we're doing these. Great for any runners in the room. Keep those legs strong. Preventing any injuries. 3, 2, 1, and roll down again. Nice little hug. So the next exercise are heel walkouts. They're tough enough now, so this is your little warning. So you don't have to go full length with the exercise. You can just do a few little heel taps. So the way we do them, we bridge up. Now again, you can keep your hands down flat or up in the air. I'll show you them up in the air. I lift my toes off the floor, so I'm on my heels, and I do a little step, little heel tap all the way out. As far as I want to go, my bum stays off the floor, and then walk back in again, coming back up to my bridge. Okay? So let's try 3 to 5 reps of that. Only go as far as you want. If you don't want to do these, just do some bridging instead. No problem. Good stuff. Out as far as you like. Now you shouldn't be feeling these in your lower back, guys, right? If there's pain in your lower back, you're either going too far, you're not whacking on your core enough, or you should probably pick a different exercise, all right? Super. And down. Excellent. Another little hug for us. Sure, why not? All right, super. Okay. Another little back mobility. We'll work on the lower back now. So just the hip twists. So I've got my feet and knees together. I brought my arms out by my side, and I'm going to lower my legs out to my left as I look to my right. And then I'm going to engage through my core, my abs, and just pick the knees up and slowly lower them out to my right. So I'm looking in the opposite direction. Legs go left, head turns right. And again with this guy, it's all about those shoulder blades. You do not want the shoulder blades leaving the floor. Good stuff. I'm going to go one more over to my right as I look to my left. So don't cheat now, watch those shoulder blades. Perfect. Now, left leg into tabletop. That's all. I'm going to keep the pelvis nice and still, and I'm going to slowly let the left leg drift out to the side. But I'm imagining I've got a glass of water on my right knee, and I'm not spilling any. And I want to keep the pelvis flat and stable on the floor as I open out that left leg. I want to double check that I haven't let my right knee drift out to the side to counterbalance as the left hangs out. So it's a nice and heavy bit of a pull through the core as that leg gets opened up and gravity starts to take control. One more. Nice, lovely. Now, extend your left leg, bring it down to the floor and circle it out, out and around and down. That was my water bottle. So up and around. And I'm only going as far as I want so that I can control what's going on with my hips and my right leg. And then let's switch that leg direction around. So I'm turning it the other way now. Up and around, nice and slow and controlled. Watch what's happening with the hips. If the hips are swinging with the leg, you're not controlling it enough. And back down. Lovely. Really works that leg, doesn't it? Okay, so right leg into tabletop now. Same idea. Imagine you got a spirit level across your hips. You don't want that little bubble to move. As I lower my right leg out, I don't want to spill that glass of water on my left knee. Making sure to keep that left leg still. Don't let that right hip roll out. Lifting your left side. A little counterbalance thing going on. One more. Good stuff. So bringing that right leg back to tabletop, let's extend it. I'm going to bring it down to the floor and open it out to the side. Concentrate on the pelvis. You don't really have to think too much about what the leg is doing. That's just there to make your hips work harder, your pelvis work harder. And switch it. My right leg is shaking. Round we go. 2 mini squats. 2 more loop-de-loops. And 1 more. Excellent. And bring that in. Whew. And give that a little hug. All right, good stuff. Okay, so I want 2 legs into tabletop now. So when we're taking our 2 legs into tabletop, take one up, then the other up. And when we're in this position, we really want the pelvis to feel like it's stuck to the mat, like it's a big concrete block, nice and still in space. If you can and you're happy to, let's lift your head and shoulders off the floor as well. And I'm going to tap my left leg down, then my right leg down, okay? You can put your hands behind your head if you wish to make it a bit more comfortable, or have them down by your side. Don't lift the head if you don't want to, and you should feel it in the abs, not the back, if you're lifting your head particularly, right? So 3, 2, 1, and hold. Now let's leg extend, left leg out, take it in. Right leg out, take it in. 10 of them. So again, if you can hold the head up, hold the head up. If not, just put it on the ground, guys, right? You can work up to the head up stuff. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and 1 leg down, then the other leg down. Excellent. Another little hug of those hips. And then our last little kind of ab exercise for the moment. We'll do some dead bugs because they're brilliant. Right, so I've got my 2 hands up to the ceiling. 2 legs into tabletop. I'm going to lift my head and shoulders off the floor. You don't have to, right? So this is coordination. So we go left leg out, right leg back. Oh no, sorry, right arm back. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. If you don't know what to do, just look at the screen. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And again, I'm really concentrating on drawing my belly button in as I'm lengthening the arm and the leg out long. And I don't want to feel this in my back. I want to feel it in my abs. Burny, burny. So I'm going to go 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Last little hug it in, hug it in. All right, great. So I'm going to turn onto my left side. So if we can all go onto our left sides, keeps it a bit more under control. Okay. So I'm on my left elbow for the obligatory side bends. So I've got my feet turned behind me, so my body is straight to my knees. Good solid connection through my shoulder, down into the mat, into my elbow. So up and over I go to side bend, bringing my right arm up over me noggin, and back down. Perfect. Give me 5 of them. Come on, up and over. And we're really trying to arch through that side. Exhale to come up. 2 more. Breathe in, exhale to come up. And last one. Up and over. Brilliant stuff. And then we'll just give a little stretch with that left shoulder. So I'm going to come back down and I'm just going to go up into a side plank on this left side. Alright, so I'm staying on my knees and I'm just going to come up and hold. I'm looking straight ahead. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Another little stretch of that shoulder. We're going to do one more of them. It's a little bit tougher. We're going to lift the right leg up and down when we're in that position, okay? So see what you're able for. So I'm back down on my left side. I'm back into my side plank, and I'm going to straighten my right leg out and lift it up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down you go. Lovely. Another wee stretch. Hopefully that's not too bad or too tough on the shoulders. Okay, so I'm spinning around, as Kylie says. So I got my right elbow down, feet bent behind me, up nice and tall, and I'm going to do my side bends up and over for 5 and down. Really pressing down into that mat, arching up through, and we breathe out to come up and look straight ahead now. Don't look at the floor because you'll twist. You want everything at a right angle to the floor. And I'm going to do one more as I'm chatting here. Good job, good job. Pop up and stretch that right shoulder so we don't irritate it too much. Little side plank now. Again, if you really want a toughie, straighten those legs and side plank with your straight legs. It's up to you. So are we ready? Pop up again. Lock it in through that right shoulder for 10, 9, 8. Obviously you should be feeling this on the obliques. Where was I? Oh yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Lovely. Sorry, I lost count there. Okay, so this is the one where we're going to lift that left leg now. All right. So we're back down again. I pop myself into my plank. I straighten my left leg and I start to count 10 as I lift and lower the leg. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You should feel this hit the hip nearly more now than the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Good job. Stretch that one out for me. Okay, lovely. Right, so we're going to kneel in the center of your mat. Obviously looking this way. Now, so I'm going to kneel up high. I'm going to do my little karate kicks. So what I'm doing, I'll show you. I'm going to go out onto my right side, lift up my left leg and do a little kick. And when I'm kicking with my heel. Then I bring it back in, pop back up, over onto my left, try and get a right angle degree through the hips, kick with the right heel and bring it back in. Got it? Over and back 3 or 4 times to each side. Come on. Onto my right, karate kick to the head, bring it back in, over to my left, another little kick. Good stuff. Keep going. Try and stay nice and strong. Really try and open up those hips. Little kick. And one more to each side. Little kick. And then one more to this side. Little kick. Nice. So you might have felt that in the hips. If you didn't feel it in the hips, you'll probably feel this in the hips. Okay, so we're going to go back out onto that right side. So got my right hand down. I'm bouncing on my right knee and my left leg's out straight. Okay, so hopefully that's okay to get into this position. Then I'm just going to lift and lower my poor little left leg. Still looking straight now, everybody. Try not be twisted. We're staying straight. Doesn't matter how high that leg is coming, as long as it's lifting, you should start to feel that outer hip burn. So we go 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll bring it in and change. I won't be cruel. We won't do circles. We'll go back for the circles, because even I don't want that. Okay, left arm down. Again, you're on your left knee here. Right leg straight. Square off to the floor. Up and down with the right leg now. Nice control. Just a little tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back in. Whew. I could feel the old glutes talking to me. Okay, so we're going to go back over and we're going to do a few little leg rolls. I know, I apologize in advance, but sure, look. So I'm back on my right side. Got my left leg hovering. And let's circle. Ooh, Jesus, eh? And back the other way. Come on, back the other way. Ooh-wee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my Lord. I didn't feel that, fair play to you. You don't have any hips. Okay, down to your left. Same trick. Are we ready? Lift that right leg. Let's hover. Let's circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back. Lordy, lordy. Shake out those wrists. One more and then we're done, I promise. So we're going to arc the leg over and back in the same position. So I'm dropping to my right. Leg is out straight again. Now I'm going to slide that leg behind me and lift it up and around to the front. Like you're trying to step it over a little hurdle. Circles weren't bad enough, what? Over and back. 5, 4, keep everything still. 3, 2, and 1. My Lord. Excellent. Switch. Promise this is the last one of these. Okay. Back on my left side. Right leg straight. Slide it back to start. Up and forward. Up and over that little hurdle. Good stuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nice. How does that feel? I know, nasty, isn't it? Very bad, very bad. Okay, good stuff. So we'll do a quick stretch, right? So lie back onto your back. Take your left leg into tabletop and just pull the right knee, pull the left knee across to your right shoulder with your left hand, and then grab your ankle with your right hand and pull your left ankle around to your right shoulder. And you should feel that right in the glue. So you're twisting the femur in the socket. Lovely. Then I'm going to change. I'm taking my right leg into tabletop. Bring my right knee across to my left shoulder using my right hand and grab my ankle with my left hand and pull it around. Whoo-wee. Bernie, Bernie. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. Okay. That was the warm-up done, everybody, right? So we'll start the class proper now, right? So we're going down onto our elbows. Okay, now, so I'm on my elbows, my hands are in front of me. I'm gonna slide my right hand forward, but I'm trying not to lean onto my left side. Okay, so I have to switch on my core. You're gonna feel your glutes fire at the back there as well, so try and actually relax your glutes. It'll be pretty hard. Then I'm gonna slide my left hand forward, bring it back in. So I'm just sliding as I alternate left and right, and I'm trying not to lean over. So my elbows are shoulder width apart. Keep the tummy tight as you reach forward and back and draw it in. Let's go 2 more. Reaching forward. 1 more. So you can feel your glutes really kick in. Try and switch them off, switch them off. 1 more. Last one. Excellent stuff. We'll just sit back and stretch out that lower back. If it was a bit pinchy on that one, it can be a little bit. Okay, good. So I'm going back on all 4s. I'm going to do little kicks. So from here, I'm going to keep my right knee or right leg at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to swing my right knee back up as I point my toes to the ceiling. See that? So I feel that in my hamstring, I feel it in my glute, and I feel my right hand loaded because my right leg is in the air. So give me 5 of them on the right side. So you want to make sure your back doesn't arch. Draw your belly button in as you're kind of keeping all your weight on your right hand to kick that right leg up to the ceiling. Getting a cramp in my toe now. And 1 more. Lovely, brilliant. So then I'm going to reset myself. I'm going to do it on the left side now. So I'm keeping my left knee at a 90-degree angle, swing it out, point the toes, and now I'm loading my left hand. I can nearly take my right hand off. I've got no weight shifting over to my right side. And I'm keeping that belly button sucked in. Nice back, flat back. 2 more. And 1 more. Good job, lovely. You can sit back and shake out those wrists if you need to. Give me a little roll. Okay, so we're gonna do our little fire hydrant. Doggy going for a pee. So I'm back on all 4s. I'm gonna cock me leg out to the side to lift up through. Open up that knee, open up the hips. Bring that back in, and again, I'm gonna switch and alternate. And as I lift my left leg, I should be loading my left hand, not leaning out over my right side. And then same when I go to the right, I want to keep pressure through my right hand. And I'm just going to alternate left and right as I'm opening up those hips as far as they'll go. Good stuff. 1 more to my left. Excellent. And sit back and stretch that out. So if your hips aren't burning now, fair play to you. So I'm going to add in a little bit more on those hip ones. So we're going to bring that leg out to the side like before, but then we're going to extend it out behind us. So it's going to open up that whole hip. So I'm on all 4s again. I'm going to slide that right knee out, and I'm going to straighten that leg behind me. Then I'm going to bring that knee in and slide it back to the floor. So you got that, so they're separate movements. Going on to the left, bring it out to the side, straighten that leg behind me, slide that knee back in parallel to the floor, and drop it down. So hopefully you can get that one. So out to the side, lengthen behind me. Imagine you're sliding that knee back in parallel to the floor and down. I'm going to do 2 more to each side. Slide it out. Slide it in, back to the floor. 1 more on my right. Open up, straighten it back, slide it in parallel to the floor. And last one to the left for me. Slide it out, bring it in, and down. Whew. It was a nice hip opener, wasn't it? Twas. Okay, so we're going to finish with some planks. Are we ready? So we're going to lie flat and we'll do a few little plank drills, okay? You can do them on your knees or you can do them on your toes. So you pick your position and stick with whatever's comfortable. So, I'm lying flat. My hands are flat on the floor. I'm not interlacing my fingers. It's a cheat. It's creating another tension point. I'm gonna curl my toes underneath me. So I'm either gonna pop off my knees or just lift my hips and stay on my knees. Are you ready? I'm gonna count and you stick with me as long as you can. So up we go. So I'm on my toes, you can stay on your knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7. Aoife was very good at these the last lockdown, weren't you? Aoife, you stayed for ages doing these. A minute or two, wasn't it? Where was I? Oh yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Good stuff. Sit back, stretch it out. Well done. So we're going to try a plank on our straight arms. So it looks a little bit like this. You can do it on your knees, nice straight line body, okay? Or pop to your toes. All right, so that's a straight arm plank position. If that's too tricky, stay on the elbows, okay? Because this is more of an upper body exercise than the elbow plank being more core. So are we ready? When you're there, let's go on your knees or on your toes. 10, 9, 8, 7. This is the last exercise, so stick with it, come on. 4, 3, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Stretch it out, and we're back in child pose. Nice and relaxed. Walk your hands away to stretch your shoulders. Pull those arms out of their sockets. Hold that position now. Close your mouth and let's breathe in and out through our nose again. So we want to feel that diaphragm working as we breathe in and out through our nose. Stretching out through those shoulders. Stay in that position and relax. Get rid of the stress of the day. And then from here, just come forward off the feet. Drop the hips forward, look forward. So now that feels more comfortable for me to just relax into this position. A bit tight earlier. We've loosened it all out, so hopefully you feel the same. So I'm just going to rock in and out of that position. Nice and slow and controlled. All the tension coming out of my back, just holding my body up with my shoulders. One more. And then come forward. Last time. Arch that back, hang off those shoulders. And then I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet. So I'm upstanding again. Hopefully that wasn't too tough, lads. Didn't lose too many of you along the way. And then we just shake it out. Shaky, shaky, shaky. So let those shoulders get loose. Kick out through the feet. Excellent stuff. So from here, we're just going to do a lovely little roll down. So take a breath in. And then chin to chest, down we go. Hang out at the bottom. And then take a breath in, and I'm going to push up through the feet, stack up through the spine. All the way up, slowly does it. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. And then one more, take a breath in. Chin to chest, down we go. Now from down here, take a breath in, and let's just stretch up to the ceiling. Reach, 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 reach. And then flop forward. And one more, take a breath in. Reach, 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 stretch, stretch, stretch. and flop. And slowly stack yourselves up again. And we're done. Thank you very much. Good stuff, everybody. We'll see you again soon, hopefully.